Welcome to my Iron Man adventure. Previously on Iron Man Adventures. Here we are, fresh off Tutorial Island. As you can see, we did start out as a hardcore Iron Man. You will remain in hardcore Iron Man until your account has died. As soon as your account dies once, you will forever lose the status of a hardcore Iron Man and your account will be reverted into a regular Iron Man. So we need rat meat, bear meat, and then I think like a raw chicken and maybe raw beef, I think was the other one, for the Druidic Ritual quest. Right, so here is the bear just south of the mine. We're going to kill this big black bear. Well, we died to a bear. Oh my god. Well, that was very quick. I can't believe. I didn't know their max hit was going to be at 3, man. And that is trade in the cats for death runes in West Ardone. Alas, we will see you in the next episode with a full-grown kitty. What's going on, everybody? We're starting off today's video nice and strong, right where we left off from episode 1. Sea Slug quest has been completed. That's going to give us 25 fishing. Nice. We're going to be jumping through a lot of levels in today's episode, and that is just the start. That is going to help a lot for the future in fishing. Our cat is very close to being grown, I believe. Let's go ahead and guess the age. We are sitting 34 minutes until it is fully grown. I think hopefully we'll be able to complete the Artie Diary semi-soon. We did do a medium task in the Artie area on that quest. Not that that actually matters because we only need the easy diary, I believe, in order to turn in the kittens for more death runes. That is kind of completed Hesiel Cult. I think we just need to search the cupboard up here and then we will get our final reward. And there is the quest completion, 2k coins, which is going to be very helpful, and 20 thieving. Looks like our cat is now fully grown, so we can put this one in the bank. I think we can grab another one before we trade it in, since we do not have the diary done. I will test that before I actually count it out, however, and if not, then we'll have to wait until we do the diary to trade this one in and get a new one, but regardless, that means I can put this one in the bank for now. That is the fishing contest done. That's going to push us up to, as soon as we finish off here, 27 fishing. Murder mystery done. That's nice. 2k added and 15 crafting. We're just flying through on these levels right now. Just finishing up the tourist trap quest, and we're going to go ahead and use these rewards on agility, as that's going to definitely help us out going forward, because that's going to get us all the way up to 26, which is absolutely amazing. The Grand Tree did require 25, so that knocked out all of the early level agilities, and then we'll have to do, once we do the Grand Tree, we'll also get more agility experience, which will boost us up some more. Prince Ali Rescue is now done as well, and that will give us free access to the Al-Kharid Gate, which honestly, not a huge thing because it's only 10 GP, but it is still useful in general because 10 GP is actually kind of a lot to me right now. That is Dwarf Cannon done. I don't think that's going to give... Oh, actually, it did give us a crafting level. Level 17. On to the big one. If you guys can tell by the mage switch here, we're going to do Waterfall. Hell yay! One of the best quests to get done in game. Waterfall quest finally completed. That is 31 strength and 36 attack. Alright, this is going to be my first attempt at trying to safe spot this guy. Apparently, you can drag him by this tree and then run away, and it should keep him there, but let's go ahead and test this theory. I don't actually know about this. There we go. So you just have to run, instead of running down here, you got to run a little bit farther south so that when he paths, he goes back into the corner rather than going this direction around the tree. Tree Gnome Village completed. That's going to bump us up to 40 attack. We can now use rune weaponry, which is going to be huge for combat training in the future after we get ourselves a rune scimitar from those glorious fire giants. Now, something I am wondering to myself actually is whether or not this gnome amulet is going to be better than an amulet of accuracy, and it is. It is not, so we're probably just going to put that in the bank and ignore that it's even there. We're probably going to use this to go to the Tree Gnome Stronghold because we can do that. Unfortunately, we cannot use the Gnome Stronghold tree yet, however, so once we go there, we cannot leave unless we run or teleport in a different fashion. Finally, that is the grand tree done as well. 32 agility and 44 attack and 24 magic. Heck yeah, that is very, very nice. And now we have full access to the spirit tree transport system, which is going to be huge for getting around the game at the moment, and I am very excited. Now that we've gotten all of those done, I think we have a new plan. That is Plague City done. One more thing to go. I'm sure you guys can probably tell by now what it is that we're going to be doing, but I'm still going to keep it a secret just for fun. Had to grab ourselves a rusty sword or two. Got ourselves an easy clue scroll at the same time, and we can actually do it, so we're totally going to do that when we're in the area. Also, forgot to mention, we got a new best in slot pickaxe. Hell yeah. Let's see if we can get lucky from the single game of fishing trawler we had to do. Ho ho ho, we can. There's the first piece, and a fishing level. First piece of angler out the way. And there is the biohazard quest completed. Now we have full access to West Ardone, as well as... Why don't I get started right away? I'm not sure. I think this is probably Regicide. Oh, nope, Underground Pass. But 24 thieving, my guy. After we sell this silk, we should be done. Nice. That is all of the easy tasks in the Ardone area completed. Let's go grab our cloak. After a long and grueling walk over to the pub here, we can talk to our girl 2 Pints, who is drunk as a skunk, and get ourselves the Artie Cloak 1, which is now our best in slot cape, and also just, oh, so sweet. And an antique lamp that we're going to be chucking into Herblore. Possibly. We might save it until 30, who knows. If we need the inventory space, we'll probably use it on something else, not sure what, but at the very least, we have it for later. And I'm probably going to grab at least one more cloak, please. Thank you very much. Let's talk to our very first civilian and get ourselves the 200 death runes for this cat. I am sorry, kitty, but you have to go. The death runes are, unfortunately, more important. Let's see, give you 200. Okay, then you've got a deal. Are we, Oh, now we use the cat on the civilian, and boom! 200 death runes. That is the first trades of many for those death runes. Now, we're going to get on to probably one of the most exciting grinds, in my opinion. Very tedious, but very, very necessary. And the final piece of the puzzle, Priest in Peril, is done. 17 prayer. Nice. That's really good. Main focus of doing that is now we have access to Mauritania, which means as soon as we hit 40 agility, we will be able to access the Canifis Rooftop Agility course. So we're going to go ahead and stay at Varrock until 40. And then once we hit 40, we're going to Canifis, and that will probably be our home until 60. And we might switch over to Sears Village. I believe that will be better. And we're going for full graceful. I have to do it. I'm sorry. I just can't go and do any more quests without having a higher agility level and at least graceful. I would also like to push for 27 Herblore, or 26, I think. Which one? 26 Herblore, so we can at least make the very basic energy potions. I feel like that would even the bad ones, because the basic energy potions are really bad, even those would be a big help in questing. So I think that might be the next push as well. And after that, we'd be able to utilize, as soon as we got to 30 Herblore, we'd be able to utilize that lamp, so it's not just sitting in my inventory, because honestly, I really don't see anything else I want to use it on, at least at the moment. So we're going to stick it out here. Hopefully we get a lot of marks of grace from the Varrock course. I highly doubt it. Most of them are going to come from Canifis and Sears Village, but we'll see what we can do. I will probably see you guys with the level 40 agility, or maybe just wait until I get the 260 marks required for the full graceful. What? What? We're level 38 agility on the Varrock course, and we just got the giant squirrel pet. Oh my god. That is legendary. I love it so much. I've never had a giant squirrel pet. If any of you guys watch my Road to Max series, the only pet that I have on my main is the Jad pet, and I am vigorously going for the farming pet, but damn, that is cool. That's awesome. That's a good sign. That means it was a good idea making this account. Goddamn right. Oh, that is so sweet. 38 agility. I can't believe that. 38 on the Varrock. I haven't even trained that much agility either. I did quests for like 1 to 32. That's awesome. Legend. So since I cannot, definitely not, afford to insure this pet, I'm sticking it in the bank and it will stay there until I have enough money to insure it, because I'm not even going to risk that. No, that's staying here forever. So a bit of a change of scenery here. We took a little bit of a detour with the agility. We were literally scraping the bank hard, trying to get 100 coins for new cats every single time I grew one. So we decided that, you know what, it's time to come and bust out a little bit of agility pyramid and get ourselves a nice stack of GP. So decided to go ahead and do 10 and get ourselves 100k. That is going to be huge for us at this stage of our account. 100k isn't even that much in the main game, obviously, but for us in this moment, it is fantastic. So what we are planning to do with this for sure is going to be obviously giving our cat some attention, but we are going to be getting some law runes, and we are going to have to go to the wildy to do that, but since we are no longer a hardcore, that should not be an issue. I do actually plan on going and grabbing some more charges for the Chronicle, as that is a decent Varrock teleport without using any extra runes or law runes. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Chronicle charges, and then we are going to go to the wildy, buy some law runes, and then I think that should be good for now. I don't think there's anything else that we're going to need for the rest of the agility grind at the very least. 40 charges should be enough for now. Alright, so 100 law runes should be good enough. We got 69k left over. That is going to be very, very helpful for the future, and that's going to give us a lot of teleports all around the game. However, we do only have 25 magic at the moment, so we only have rock unlocked, and we just got ourselves a Chronicle, so we're probably going to go ahead and save these for now, but we've got them for the future, like I said, and we will use them when we have the levels to do so. We probably actually might use these instead of the Chronicle. Kind of depends. The Chronicle would be nice to go to Gertrude, and then these would be nice to make our way up to the GE and whatnot. So, and then we are also eventually going to use this money to buy more runes to get our magic level up in general. So, but for now, back to agility. So here is 58 agility. Not an important level at all, because we have 261 marks of grace. Now you may be asking yourselves, why do I have 261 instead of 260? It's because I decided to finish off this level while we were here at the course, and then just happened to grab an extra one. So now we are about to make a long and perilous trip all the way to Burthorpe, which is probably going to be a pain in the ass without a teleport. We're probably just going to have to run from Varrock, as I do not have a Fally Telly, but we'll make our way over there and finally get what we've been working for over the last at least 2 days. All right, Grace, give me the outfit. Boom, boom, boom. One left over. Yes, we are now looking like an actual gamer. All right, next step is going to be an odd one. You guys are probably not prepared for it, so let's get on to it. So first step of this master plan is going to be buying a lot of casts of Fire Strike from my guy Aubrey. I'm going to buy 10 of these, and how much does that go up? Not at all. Nice. All right, second part of our master plan was getting cakes from the Artie stall, and then we're making our way over to the Zetamai altar. Now, we're not going to be rune crafting, but what we are going to be doing is we have this fancy plugin from RuneLite, which is the NPC aggression timer. We're going to be sitting here so that all of these Zamorakian warriors no longer aggro us. Now, why we're going to be killing these, which I know seems weird, they have the same exact mage defense as a fire giant, but they drop a rune scimitar 1 in 50, which is going to be a lot better than killing a fire giant for a 1 in 128 drop. So we're going to sit here and we're going to train our mage using Fire Strike. That's why we got a little over 1200 casts. That's going to give us magic experience. It's going to give us all of the teleports that we're going to need, hopefully. I don't know if I'm actually going to be here long enough to get these levels, but if I do, it's great. If not, we'll find something else to kill. And then in the process, as getting that mage experience, that's also going to boost us up for Monkey Madness in the future, when we are going to be killing the demon in Monkey Madness with mage. So hopefully I won't be here too long. I would like to actually get some levels while I'm here. If I don't, again, no big deal. At least I'll get the Rune Scimitar. Rune Scimitar, there it is. We only got one Addy Longsword, which is the only thing on their table that is the same drop rate as a Rune Simi, and we got one Rune Dagger, which is only a 1 in 25. Not too bad at all. That is a glorious looking weapon right there. Overall, we killed 33, so we went very, very, very good with that drop rate. And 2600 GP, and we only used about 400 casts. So that, my friends, is why we came here instead of Fire Giants. Even though we could have gotten a couple of cool things from Fire Giants, we probably would have been there a lot longer, and getting to Fire Giants is kind of a pain in the ass on an Iron Man. So, especially without any sort of jewelry, like no games necklaces or nothing. So with that being said, we've got that knocked out of the way. I think now it is going to be moving on to quest requirements so we can eventually get to do Monkey Madness. Also forgot to mention we did get to 31 magic, so now we can use, I think, Lumbridge, right? Yep, Lumbridge on the nose. So there is Merlin's Crystal done, and that seems kind of random. That is obviously not a requirement for Monkey Madness. However, we are going to need 43 prayer at the very least for Protect from Melee, and with that comes Protect from Magic. Both of those are going to be very important during the Monkey Madness quest, as we are going to need to pray Mage against the boss, as well as Melee in the caves with all the monkeys and shit. So we're going to go ahead and do the Holy Grail quest, which obviously required Merlin's Crystal, and that's going to give us a lot of prayer experience, as well as some defense experience that is obviously much needed, sitting at 16 defense. But the prayer experience should push us to 30, I believe, if I did my math correct. Then after that, we're going to have to do some blue dragons or something to get some bones to use on the Chaos Altar, because we're going to need to get to 43 prayer. All right, there is a Holy Grail quest finally done, and yes, 30 prayer and 32 defense. We are now tied strength and defense, not too shabby at all. Now we need to go get a lot of dragon bones, and by a lot, I only mean about 79 to 85. We are going to go ahead and use them in the Chaos Altar. Obviously, since we are no longer a hardcore Iron Man, I do not mind going into the wilderness to kill the blue dragons. We're going to have to go to the Taverley Dungeon and get ourselves a Dusty Key, which is going to be kind of brutal. We do not actually have the Falador teleport unlocked just quite yet. However, we're going to be killing the blue dragons with Mage, so hopefully that can get us up to 37 magic, and then we can just use a teleport at that point. But for right now, we gotta walk and walk and walk. So to get us an anti-dragon shield, we just had to start the Dragon Slayer 1 quest. So you're gonna give me the shield or not? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Perfect. There we go. Now we have anti-fire protection. So there is 37 magic, which means we can finally teleport to Falador and make this so much better. That should be the last trip of dragons that we should need for the prayer level. Let's go ahead and check and see how many bones we have in the bank. Let's see, we're at 86. Should be plenty. I think we only need about 72 at the Chaos Altar to get us to 43 prayer, so we should be able to overshoot, which is going to be nice, and also account for potential deaths or just unluckiness on the bones. So now it's time to make the trek into the wilderness. We're going to be risking our lamp, unfortunately, because I can't bank it and there's nothing I can do about it. So if we die, hopefully we don't lose it. I'm pretty sure if it's one of our 3 items or 4 items with protect item, we will keep it, but we will see. I'm going to have to pick up the cat as well because I do not want him to go away. And we're probably going to have a really rough time running back and forth. We're going to probably just die, go to the Lumbridge Bank and tele back to Rock, and run all the way back up to the ditch. It's going to be kind of brutal. We'll figure it out. Finally, 43 prayer. That unlocks us Protect from Melee, as well as obviously missiles and magic. So we are set up to go for anything we need to do in the future. We do have quite a bit of bones left over, so we are going to use the rest of them up and see if we can't just get a couple extra levels. Obviously, extra prayer points is always helpful. I think we might be able to at least clutch one more, please. One more. Yes. Okay, so we've got a few bones in the bank left as well. We're going to go and do those. This is kind of a trek to run all the way up here, but I mean, it is what it is. You just got to do what you got to do when you're an Iron Man and have no means of teleporting into the wilderness whatsoever. I could technically go to an obelisk that might make this a little bit quicker. The issue is that the closest obelisk that I could get to is going to be right next to the Pharaoh's or Ferox's enclave, so I'd rather not risk going that close to a PKing hotspot with an Iron Man full of Dragon Bones, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the method I'm doing now, teleporting to Varrock and running from the ditch all the way up to the altar. We only have, I think, 1 more inventory of bones left anyways, so it's not even. I don't even know if I'm going to run all the way up for those. Probably not, honestly. I doubt we're going to be able to even get another level, so screw it. That's where we're going to end off, 44 prayer. All right, so we figured out a plan. We are going to go back to the Taverley Dungeon and we are going to kill Chaos Druids. I desperately, really want to get energy potions. So we're going to get as many herbs as we can, hopefully push our way to 26, and then have some Harrowlanders left over for energy potions. We'll just get chocolate dust from the Gnome Stronghold, like food shop thing. But before we do that, let's go ahead and open the easy casket that I did decide to go ahead and grab while I was thinking about what I was going to do. Anything nice and spicy? Ooh, okay. Well, you know what? That's 2 pickaxe upgrades. For now, all we have in the bank is an iron. And by the way, we did get some gear upgrades from the Blue Dragons as well. We actually got ourselves steel plate body from Horvik, rather. Steel plate legs from the actual dragons, and then an adamant full helm, as well as a mithril kite shield. So now we've got some absolute ballin' looking gear, just looking like an absolute Chad. Gotta love it. After that, we also got ourselves 3 mithril axes, so that's going to be good. That is the animal magnetism quest requirement knocked out for that, as well as, again, another best in slot tool, so that's also really nice. And I think that's pretty much all we got. We obviously did get 1 more rune dagger, so that'll be a nice alch in the future, and we did get 2 ensouled dragon heads, which will be nice prayer XP, and obviously all the dehides. So a little bit of change of plans. We killed, let's take a look here, 275 Chaos Druids. We did get a pretty decent amount of herbs, don't get me wrong, but nowhere near what we're going to need to get to 26 herb lore in order to get energy potions, unfortunately. To do that, we're going to need like 275 attack potions or like strength potions, and while that wouldn't be too big of a hassle, I guess, with all of them added up, it would be a hassle to get a hold of like limpwort roots. Eye of Newts are going to be easy. I can buy from a shop, but honestly, I just don't see it happening in a timely manner, and it's definitely just not going very quickly. I would rather just start progressing the account. So we're going to go ahead and do Monkey Madness without the energy potions. As much as I really wish I could have them, it is what it is. We just need to get this account going. So I'm going to send it. We're going to go with best food of cake and some regular anti-poisons and hope that it works. And then we do have full graceful, so hopefully that works too. And then we will just use magic for the final boss demon. We do have the prayer levels now, so hopefully that'll go well. Yeah, wish me luck. That is going to be it for today's episode. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. If you did make it to the end of the episode, please consider giving the video a like, as it will help us get out to new viewers. And if you really want to see more, please consider subscribing as well. Next episode, we're going to be getting into some huge upgrades for the account. I am so excited. Playing this account has really reinvigorated my love for this game, and I'm excited to bring you guys more content in the future. That being said, we'll see you guys in the next episode.